Good morning, everybody. Thanks for jumping on with us today. My name is Jeremy Jenka, a master trainer with Happy Travel. And today we're going to start our 10 Steps to Success series. There are going to be 10 weeks where we're going to go through all 10 of these steps. And these are the steps that I have found throughout my 20 plus years of doing networking and direct sales and team building. I've found that they're just the bread and butter. They are the key things that if you can apply in your life and your business, you will have success. Okay. I like to say it's a mathematical formula. It's the closest thing to a guarantee that I can do is basically say, if you will do these 10 steps, but like really do them, okay, you will have success. It's just a given. Okay. It's almost, now I can't promise a certain level of success. Okay. I can't promise you'll make $1 million or something, right? But I can promise you, you will be successful with your business, meaning you will make some money here if you will follow these 10 steps. All right. So let's go ahead and just dive right in to step number 1. It is your why. Okay. This is the critical point we all need to really adopt, because it's not always easy. It's not always easy to do what we do. We know that, right? It's not always easy to take the time to go out and talk to people, to learn what we need to learn about the different products and services that we have. It takes time, it takes sacrifice, right? And because of that, we have to define our why. We have to define the reason that we are here. And I've heard it said, a famous quote, somebody said, your why has to be something that will make you cry. Okay. It needs to be that strong. It needs to be something that motivates you to make the decision, because it's not that it's hard. It's not hard to jump on a Zoom and listen to a presentation. It's not hard to talk to somebody about your business and about the opportunity and about the products and services that we offer, right? It's not hard to do that, but the problem is that we run into is that it's just a little bit easier to not do it, right? It's a little bit easier to just put on a movie on Netflix, or just a little bit easier to just I think I'll go do something else I enjoy doing, right? That's the issue. It's not like we're asking people to go work, right? Like carry 100-pound bags of rocks around or anything, right? It's not difficult in that sense. It's just difficult because there's distractions. There's a lot of distractions in our lives. And so we have to have a why that reminds us, hey, this is why I'm doing it. This is why I need to go to the meetings. This is why I need to take 30 minutes a day to jump on the Zooms, or to participate in some way in my business, right? Because otherwise we'll get distracted. Okay. All right. So here is the question. Have you ever felt like this guy? Have you ever felt like, you know what? I'm just up against a brick wall. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to move forward. I don't know how I'm going to solve all these problems in my life, right? Maybe you're dealing with economic stress, right? Maybe you're just trying to figure out how to make ends meet, how to pay the bills, how to have enough money for Christmas or a birthday or whatever it is you're celebrating, right? We've all been there. And maybe you're just stuck in some dead-end job and you're tired and you're thinking, what can I do? How can I get ahead? How can I get past this? How can I really just start to live, right? It's so frustrating sometimes. And you're stuck eating food that you just, it's not good for you. It's not healthy, but you don't have time to, actually prepare a home cooked meal. You don't have money to go and actually, have a nice dinner somewhere. So we end up eating just really crappy stuff, right? And then it affects our energy levels and our health. And maybe we're stuck driving that old clunker car, right? That is just, on its last leg. You don't know if it's going to make it to, next month, and you're just praying, oh, okay, car, don't die on me now, right? Well, you know why that happens? There's a reason. There's a reason why a lot of people struggle and live like that. And it's because there are enemies of wealth out there. Per the IRS, only 4% of the population actually retires earning $33,000 annually or more. That's it. 4%. Can you believe that? But it's real. That's a real number. Okay. So what does that mean? It means most people, right? 96% of the people that are retiring don't earn enough to live on. So they're dependent on government, they're dependent on their church, on their family members, something, right? To actually just survive. So, and what's the reason why that happens is because 34% of our income actually goes to interest and debt. 28% of our income goes to taxes. Inflation, oh man, talk about inflation, at 4.1% average per annum, right? It cuts your money in half within 18 years. So, and market losses from traditional 401ks or other types of managed funds, they only produce about 4% annually. That's it, right? So it means your money only doubles about once every 18 years. So you're pretty much just breaking even. It's crazy. So left to traditional money management, we're only left with about 30% of our income. And we're going to really struggle to be prepared for retirement. That's why only 4% of the population actually retires earning a decent amount of money to go and have fun and do fun things and travel and spend time with their grandkids, whatever they want to do. We got to change that. We got to do something about it. Okay. That's why Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Now that's powerful, right? Warren Buffett, he knows this stuff. He's one of the richest men on the planet. And he's right. Why? Because this is how it works. Here's the secrets of the wealthy. J. Paul Getty once said, I would rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own effort. Okay. Why did he say that? Well, basically, here's what happens. If you're an employee or you're self-employed, you only get to make money based on you, based on what you can do. Okay. Whether you're going in to a job and you're clocking in, you're getting a salary, you only get paid when you're there. Right? Even if you're a doctor or a lawyer or somebody that can bill more money per hour, you're still limited to you, right? You can only see so many patients. You can only see so many, so many clients, right? And then you're done. And once you stop working, there's no more money. It doesn't keep coming in. The only way to get ahead is to what we call leverage yourself, right? And that means getting to the right side of this quadrant here, okay? Which is being a business owner where you have a system and people working for you and with you, or you're an investor where you have that your money is working for you, but actually working for you, right? Not earning 1% annual in a bank, okay? It's got to be doing something. So how do you do that? Well, Art Jonik said, if you understood residual income, you would walk through a brick wall to get it. Okay, that's what we're talking about, making money while we sleep. And it's so powerful because what happens is when you're working just a job or whatever, it's linear income, right? When you stop working, it's just the income stops or it slowly dies off. But if you have residual income, it not only continues to pay out even after you stop, right? You retire, you go on vacation, you sleep, whatever it is you're doing, it continues to grow. It's amazing how that works. Okay. So that's what we're teaching here. We're teaching how that we can create something that's going to allow us to actually be not only economically free, but have time freedom as well in the future and be able to actually enjoy our lives. Okay. That's what the wealthy know. And it's not complicated. It's just being able to understand it and being willing to accept it, right? And not have our ego out there saying, oh, that's one of those pyramid scheme thingies, right? No, we got to understand it's just being an entrepreneur. It's just taking stuff into your own hands and assuring that you are going to be one of those 4% that actually has enough money to retire on, okay? So taking another job is not going to fix the problem. Creating additional pipelines of cash flow is the solution, right? So this is what we're talking about with defining our why. This is the why. This is why we're here. This is why we need to be motivated to be on the calls and on the Zooms and participate in all the stuff that we're doing in the business, because it's what's going to allow us to accomplish that, right? To have that extra money, we can just go to the ATM and pull out some cash to pay off some of those credit cards that are eating us up because all the interest we pay, right? And being able to pay off our mortgage, right? Like this family, they crushed their mortgage in just 5 years. How awesome would that be? Okay, being able to go out and eat at nice places with fancy, food and everything that's actually good for you. Okay, being able to have that brand new car that is going to be reliable and get you where you need to go and not break down on you, and being able to afford that beautiful home where you can have people come over and and entertain and have guests and not be ashamed to have people over, and just being able to go and visit beautiful places all across the world, right? Go on cruises and just travel and stay at the 5-star resorts all over in Hawaii and all these amazing beautiful places, staying where they treat you like royalty, right? That's what we want. That's the kind of life we want. Be able to go see places like Rome, right? Maybe we want to go to the Eiffel Tower. Maybe we want to go visit Egypt and see the pyramids. That one's mine right there. That's on my list, right? What about going to Disney World and having that magic vacation that you always dream about? What about going to Machu Picchu in Peru? That's another one I want to go do, right? And then just staying on the beach somewhere, right? And knowing that you're making money while you sleep. You're making money while you're relaxing on the beach. Beach money. That's the why. That's the reason we do this. That's the reason we participate. That's the reason we open our mouths and we talk to people and share this with other people so that this can become a reality. And then, of course, we can go beyond and we can maybe use some of that money and time freedom to get vitamins for kids in poorer countries, or maybe help build a well somewhere in some village where they don't have clean water, right? Or maybe just go and volunteer your time to go and make the world a better place. Those are my whys. I'm hoping that you guys are aligned with me and you're thinking the same thing, right? Yeah, it's nice to have the cars and the nice home and the money and everything, but in the end, what do? We go out and we serve, right? And we bless people and we make the world better because of what we've been doing. But the only way to make that real, the only way to make it happen is to get the economic engine going with our home-based business, right? And the only way to do that is to participate. And the only way to participate without getting distracted is just to have this why. And it becomes a self-feeding, exciting thing that motivates us every morning to get up and say, yeah, I'm going to do this. That's right. And you put this on your mirror, right, or above your bed, or your nightstand, or somewhere next to your computer, wherever you're at, so you can be reminded. Maybe you put a picture like this on your phone, right, and you have it every time you look at your phone, you see that and you're reminded, oh yeah, that's right. I need to be on the calls today. I need to be in the meetings today. I need to be talking to people today and sharing the opportunity with people today. Why? Because I know it's going to bless them, it's going to bless me, and it's going to bless the world. So make your vision clear so that your fears become irrelevant. That's what we're talking about. So powerful. Your why is so amazingly strong. Your reason for doing this is so awesome that fear doesn't matter anymore. You overcome that fear of talking to people. You are so excited about it, you just can't help yourself to share it with others, right? And then, of course, we have to understand when people lose their way, when they drop off, when they give up, when they quit, it's because they've lost their why, right? They've forgotten why they started doing this in the first place. They forgot what motivated them to get involved in the first place. Don't let that happen. When your why is big enough, you will find your how. That's so key, okay? When your why is big enough, you will find your how. Maybe you're asking, how do I do this? Well, I can tell you, when you're excited enough about something, you will go and share it. It doesn't matter. In fact, it's been proven in the world of networking that it's the brand new people that actually are the most successful. They have the most success in the beginning because they're just getting started. They're excited. They just found out about it and they're ready to share it with the world and they don't care. They don't care, what tools there are. They don't care, what marketing materials out there. They don't care, what's going on, in the background. They just go and share it, right? They just go and share it, and they bring people in there, and they're enthusiastic about it, and people can hear it in their voice, right? Because in the end, again, it's not the words, it's the music, right? People will forget what you said to them, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And that's the key thing. If you have a big enough why, the how doesn't matter because you can't say the wrong thing to the right people. Okay. When you're out there, it doesn't matter if your presentation is perfect, doesn't matter if you know how the comp plan works, it doesn't matter if you understand all the ins and outs of the product, and where they save money and how it works, the details. None of that matters, really, right? You just share it. There's experts that can teach all the details, right? Your job is to just get people on the presentations. Your job is to just get people in the room and then let the experts go through the details. Let the experts talk about, the details of the comp plan and all those things. You don't have to worry about it. Your job is to just be super excited and enthusiastic and share it and get those people in the room. That's it. That's all you got to do. Get them in front of a presentation, get them in front of a video. And then if they have more questions, sure, get them, to a leader, get them to somebody that's got the experience, you can get the answers, right, for people, but don't let that stop you. Don't let not knowing a detail slow you down. Okay. Don't let that make you hesitate on sharing this. Just have a big enough why and you will find your how. Okay. So what's the word? What's the message? Let's just go get it. It's not about being perfect. It's about effort. And when you implement that effort into your life every single day, that's where transformation happens. That's how change occurs. Keep going and remember why you started. Because no matter how slow you go, you are still lapping everybody sitting on the couch, right? So don't look for motivation. Find your why, and then no excuses will come between you and your goals. Okay. So, guys, that's the key. Your homework for this week is to define your why. Your homework is to go and create a dream board, right? However you want to do it. Me personally, I went on Microsoft Word and I cut and pasted a bunch of pictures that I found, off the internet of my why, my reason, right? It has to do with, the dream vehicle I want, and you want it to be specific, right? You want it to be, for example, what I want a Chevy Colorado. I want it to be navy blue. So you got to be specific, right? That's exactly what I want, right? You don't just say, oh, I want a new car. That'd be nice, right? No, don't do that. Be specific. Say, yes, I want that Chevy Colorado navy blue and I'm getting it, right? And we and my family, we're going to go to Egypt and we're going to ride a camel and, and put a picture of you, next to a camel or something, right, on your dream board. And then print that out and put it next to your computer so and you see it every day. Okay, this is my why. And it will do amazing things for you. So that is your homework for this week. Create your dream board, create your why, define it, understand it in all the detail that you possibly can. The more detailed, the better, because then it's more specific and it gets stuck in your brain and it will motivate you to keep going. And then you'll be able to do the other 9 steps that we're going to talk about, right? I'll give you a little preview. So next week, step 2 is all about creating your list and contacting, right? And being able to find people to communicate with. Step 3 has to do with setting goals. Step 4 has to do with being committed. Step 5 has to do with personal development. Okay, step 6 has to do with being connected, all right, to the systems. Step 7 has to do with inviting. Step 8 has to do with knowing the business. Step 9 has to do with being a leader. And step 10 is what I call the golden rules. And we'll talk about those when it's time. So To do all those other 9 steps, you got to have your why. You got to have it been really defined. You got to have it as powerful as you can, a cry or a why that will make you cry. And you will then be able to do the other 9 steps and accomplish everything you set out to accomplish. Let's not be the 96% that retire wishing we had money and being dependent on the government. Let's be of the 4% that go out and crush it and make the world a better place. Okay. So with that, we'll keep it short today. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next Saturday. Thanks, everybody.